Okay, good morning, guys. I am going to go ahead and do our Saxon lesson over the letter S today, and then you can watch it whenever you have time at home, okay? Because on our live Zoom today, we're going to be taking all of our tests. Okay, so you can go ahead and get out your S page, okay? And we're going to go over our letter sounds. So on number 1, you're going to write the letter that makes the sound ah, ah. Short sound for O. Number 2, I. Short sound for I. Number 3, ol. L. Number 4, z. Number 5, a. That's the long sound for A. Number 6, T. Number 7, O. That's the long sound for O. Number 8, P. Number 9, I. It's the long sound for I. And number 10, A. Short sound for A. Okay. Now I'm going to say some words, and I want you to listen for the very first sound that you hear in all those words. Okay? Sip, sit, sal. What's the first sound that you hear in sip, sit, sal? You hear the sound s, okay? All of these words begin with this sound, and S is the first letter in all of these words, as you can see right here. Okay, S is the first letter in all of those words. S is a consonant, okay? Now I'm going to show you some different words, but first I'm just going to say them, okay? So what sound do you hear at the end of these words? Listen for the sound you hear at the end, the last sound you hear. Is, as, has. The last sound you hear. Is, as, has. We hear the sound z. So now I'm going to write them for you. Is, as, and has. Okay? The letter that's making the final sound or the last sound is the letter S. Okay? Now, the letter S makes two sounds. It makes the sound S, like sit, but it also makes the sound Z, like an is, as, has. Okay? So we need to remember that S has two sounds, S and Z. Alrighty? So if you're reading a word and it doesn't make sense, like is, that doesn't make sense. So let's try the other sound. Is, okay? Sometimes you just have to do a trial and error. Try both sounds and see which sound makes sense with that word, okay? All right, now we're going to practice writing capital S, lowercase s on our paper. Capital S, lowercase s. Capital S, lowercase s. Capital S, lowercase s. All right. Now I'm going to show you your new letter card. So this is letter card S. So when you see it, you'll just say S. All right. And then we have two new picture cards for the letter S. The first one, I'm going to give you the hint. This is a star far, far away. It has a bright ball of fire that shines in the sky, warming the earth. What do you think it is? If you said sun, that is correct. So when you see this picture card, you'll say sun, sun, s. Now remember, we said S has two sounds, s and z. So our second picture card is going to make the z sound, okay? So let me give you a hint. This is a flower you could find in a garden. It is beautiful, but if you're not careful, it could hurt you. It comes in many colors and it smells very nice. What do you think it is? If you said rose, you are right. So when you see this picture card, you say rose, z, rose, z. Okay, it's got a line in the middle of the S to help you remember it makes the z sound. Rose, z. So big thing to remember, the letter S can make two sounds, s and z. Okay, so on number 11, we are going to write the letter S because it makes the S sound. Then on number 12, we are also going to write Z because S can make the Z sound, comma S. Okay, number 12 helps us remind us that the letter S has two sounds, Z and S. Okay? All right, now we're going to practice coding some words like you're going to see on your worksheet today. So I'm going to write two words. All right. So the first thing we need to do is look for a vowel. That is always the first thing we do when we're looking to code a word. Okay, so the first word, I see a vowel, vowel I. Now I need to see if there's a letter after it. There is, and the letter T is a consonant. So that means vowel I is going to get a breve. It's going to make the short sound I. So now we can sound it out. P, it, pit. Okay. Then on the second word, we're looking for a vowel. I see it, vowel O. I need to look after the vowel O. There's no letter. So that means that the O is going to get a macron. Macron tells us the vowel is going to say its name. So we know it's going to say O because it's the letter O. O, so. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do, come back to our worksheet, and we're going to practice coding these words up here. So we look for a vowel. I see vowel I. I look after the vowel for a letter. There is one. It's the letter P, and P is a consonant. So that means vowel I gets a breve. It says the short sound I. S, it, p, sip. Well, look, this little girl is sipping through a straw. So that word matches the picture, so we draw a line. On 14, we look for a vowel. I see vowel O. We look after the vowel. It's the letter T. The letter T is a consonant, so that means the vowel O is going to get a breve. It's going to say the short sound ah. Ought, lot. Okay. Number 15, we're looking for a vowel. I see a vowel right here, vowel I. I look after the vowel. There is a letter, the letter S, and it's a consonant. So that means the vowel I is going to get a breve. Okay. Now we know, we just learned that S can make two sounds, S and Z. So let's try the first sound, S, and see if the word makes sense. Is. That's not a word, that doesn't make sense. So let's try the second sound, Z. Is. That makes sense. Okay, is. Now we'll do a mini spelling test on number 16. What I want you to spell is the word pat. Pat. At. At. Pat. On number 17, I want you to spell the word tip. It. Tip. Tip. Then on number 18, I want you to spell the word so. So. O, so. Okay. Then on number 19, we're looking at the picture. We need to decide, what is that a picture of? What is that a picture of? Okay. Give you a second to think. And you may not know this one. It's a little bit hard. But there's a bucket hanging on the tree, and it is collecting the sap on the tree. Sap. So now we're going to spell it. S-A-P. Sap. Okay. Then on number 20, there's a lady, and she's telling the dog no. No. So we're going to spell the word no. N-O. No. All right. So then on the back is your homework. You know what to do. Capital S, lowercase s. Code your words with a vowel, or not a vowel, code your words with a breve or a macron, okay? And then you'll draw a line to this picture with the word that matches it. And then down here, you're looking at the picture and you have to spell the word on the lines, okay? So that is your homework. All right. Okay. So that is the end of our Saxon lesson. Okay. So I will see you guys on Zoom.